looks way better. Why is that freaking out there? What is that? All right, there's that. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. So I can watch it on my iPad here and it not be all staggery and stuttery. Imagine not being sick right now. What's up, Fridge? Buddy? Sick right now? That's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Cup of coffee. Let's see how this is going. How's that look? Does that look better? Looks better. Hear me okay? And the music. Looks good to you? Okay, great, bro. All right, you ready to see what we're pulling out of the kiln? Got all kinds of stuff to show you. I also need to trim this bowl right here. My wife did that, and she wants me to trim it while she's at work, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, let's put these away. Frobe. Hello. Yeah, what do you think of this little fella? I've got spots on his back. He made his eyes yellow with red spots. I just picked this piece up and started sitting here one night playing with it. Just doing this kind of thing, and all of a sudden, poof, frog popped out. Okay, so that is there. Let's see if I should turn that this way a little bit. He is cute, isn't he? And then here's my little dwarf that I made. We made dwarves one night. Some people came up from where my wife works, and we all made dwarves. This was mine. He looks more like a wizard, like from the movie Wizards. We've got another one up here. It's another one that got made. I think I even have another one up here. These ones haven't been glazed yet. Butterfly. It is more of a dwarf than it is a gnome. We were trying to make garden gnomes, like everybody else made garden gnomes, but I definitely made a dwarf. Mine is definitely a dwarf. Oh man, one of our friends, she made one that had like lace doilies and all these like cobweb looking things around it. When we fired it, we said to ourselves, no way is this thing going to fire. No way. But it did. It fired great, and we glazed it with this gold glaze, and the whole thing just came out like metallic gold, like it had been beaten out of gold. So sick. Okay, well, let's get some stuff out of the kiln here and see what it looks like. So last time we glazed, we did yellow, orange, and red. with various glazes over top of them to see what they would look like. And then we did some jade, uh, what you call it, Celadon jade. So let's have a look at that. Let's look at the jade ones first. We'll just open it up and see what's in here. Ooh-wee. All right, here's the first three pieces. This one is a little candy dish that I did a few weeks back. So you can see the pattern on the side of it. Not hard to see it. But it came out lovely. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's the bottom. So, little candy dish. I mean, it wishes it was a mug or a chalice, but it's just not big enough. Then we've got two lovely bowls that my wife made. And I don't know about green celadon. It looks green to me. I don't know about celadon. Nice. Those are real nice. Beautiful shapes. They're really deep. They have, you know, there's a curve here, but then a straight stretch that gives it that height right there. So you've got a bowl with sides. That shape's very, my wife likes that shape. She likes the bowl at the bottom with some sides and then a little tiny flare at the top here, you can see. It's really kind of hard. There it is. That little flare right there. Yeah, they're beautiful. I love the green color. I don't know where they get celadon because usually celadon is kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a foggy color. What else we got over here? Please. Okay, so we've got two more bowls. Lovely bowls, if you ask me. Let's see, and I think my wife made all of these bowls. So there's another one that's got the nice bowl at the bottom shape with sides that bring up the volume, a little flare at the top, bring going out. Makes it easier to hold when something's very hot. Yes, yes. Also, it'll pours into your mouth a little bit better. Oh, that one's got a little tiny fleck of something in there. I don't know if you can see that little white fleck right there. It's like a piece of the kiln shelf, a layer of shelf. Oh, shelf wash came off in there. I have to fire that again with some more glaze in there and it should melt it right away. Oh, beautiful bowls. We've got 5 beautiful bowls. Oh, but look at this one. Ooh, we have a, this was called Brilliant Sunburn. And it has a clear coat over top of it, which gives it that sort of white, mossy look. Then there's this one little spot right here where all of the glaze got smudged off with a sponge. That's pretty cool. I'll do that, you know, all throughout it next time. There's some smears in it. Hey, let me change this song. We got it. Does that music sound level okay? Something fell off the top shelf, flaked off the bottom of that shelf, I think, and like fell into that bowl. Yeah. It's a bummer. Yeah, this is a pretty cool mug. Just about the right size. Here's the kind of size that I enjoy. This one is as tall as it, not as big around. Let me grab something else. What do we got in here? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So we've got this lovely mug, and then we have these lovely flower pots. There's the yellow, orange, and red theme. With some clear on the inside. So that's the color of this clay, is a very, you know, brownish gray. But you don't need any, you need this glass coating. You need a glass coating on food stuff, so bacteria won't get into the cracks and so on, and whatnot. Two little flower pots. I tried to make them the same shape, but different sizes, and I did it. I did it. Neat shape, don't they? It's got straight sides and then this hump at this hump top. Pretty difficult to make, actually. For me. For me, it was difficult. I don't know how difficult it'd be for other potters. All right, let's see what else we got over here. Right, this is some stuff I made a few weeks ago on stream. We've got another sort of candy dish right there. That's got a split rim, which is a neat sort of thing where you take a knife or a needle and you split the rim and then you pinch it together in various places, and it gives it this neat little look. And this was also supposed to be a candy dish, but it came out more of a bowl. So now it's just going to be like a decorative thing for maybe holding onions or something. I don't know. And then we've got this lovely ring dish. See that it works. Haha, haha. I'm going to give that to my neighbor. His name is the Hammering Man, and he's a goldsmith who does rings. I said, how many ring dishes do you own? And he said he didn't own any, and I was like, what? We're going to fix that. Yes, I made another version of this the other day, but this was flat and this was bigger, round, and taller, and it's a paper towel holder. And it's great. It's upstairs, it's blue. Let's see what we've got. A few more things in there. Let's pull them out. We're going to do these ones one at a time. We'll start with this one. This is a pretty neat looking bowl. Up here. That is a big bowl, and this is one of my favorite shapes. I made this one. My favorite way to do it is, instead of a curve and then a flat spot and then a flare, I like just straight curve. No flat areas at all, even though this one does have a little piece of flat right through there, you can see. But the curve, I like it to go curve all the way up, and then maybe a slight, flare in, a slight constriction at the top to make it Well, let me show you one that I just did recently. This one I just did yesterday out of porcelain, which is, Jesus, so delicate. But you can see the curve on the side of this one is nothing but curve. Even the top here has a slight curve. It even goes inward a little bit so that the top of the rim is slightly smaller than this outside this shoulder here, which is one of my favorite looks. I'll show you my favorite look. I shouldn't be moving these around. If I were to break any of these before they get fired, my wife would kill me. Here's my favorite look. My wife did this one, and it is just enough to make you cry. Hang on, let's move some of this here. Look at this. I don't know if you can tell from there. That curve goes from the top all the way to the bottom in one very fluid shape. It's almost a perfect half circle, which to me is just really strikes the eye. This bowl here really grabs the eye, brings a tear to my eye. Yeah, the curve is perfect on that one, and it's just, I can't even express to her enough how beautiful that bowl is without sounding weird. So there's those two bowls which she did. I'm super proud of her for. She also did this little mug, since we're showing my wife stuff off real quick. She did this little mug. Isn't that cute? It has a moon and some stars around it, and we're gonna do like a yellow band, then an orange, then red, then purple, and then dark blue, and then black, and then do the inside in black, and put wax over the owl. Pretty neat. Okay, so yeah, this bowl that I was showing you to begin with, this is a nice bowl. This curve's got a great curve. The inside is done in apricot, which I am not impressed with at all. It's more of a tan and boring. Put a little bit of that apricot over the outside of it, but you really can't even tell. So good bowl, really heavy, solid base. There's my mark at the bottom of it. Just like a little evil eye protection. Then we got this bowl. This bowl. This one's got the flare at the top. It's super thin. This is one of my best bowls I think that I've ever done. It's slightly wonky, meaning there's a little bit of extra clay on this side than this side, so it's kind of elliptical almost, but you can't even tell, and who cares anyway. It's just perfect. As far as, it's very elegant and very light. And this would be the side that you drink out of. See, it's got that little bit extra flair on the one side there. That's the side you sip out of when you eat cereal. Here's my mark again. And now this one has yellow and orange and red with burnt orange side, which I really like the color of. It really has a nice caramel sort of color. And I took some of that and I put it around the outside. And you probably can't see it on the stream, but you can see these streaks of like caramel brown over top of everything. And I think it looks pretty cool. So I had three colors to play with. I had this dark burnt orange, and then I had that apricot, and then I had the brilliant sunburn, which is this color. orange and a red and a real cinnamony sort of a thing. It's hard to see. This is a gorgeous bowl. I cut lines into it to kind of give it this sort of wrapped texture. It is super light, doesn't weigh anything at all. And I put some of that over the top of it too. You can see how the yellow has some smears of reddish brown in there. Very cool. I like that cinnamon, that brilliant cinnamon. Makes it easier to pour something out of, yes, into your mouth. I think this is probably the best bowl I've maybe ever done. As far as size and the shape and the curve, it's just perfect. The thickness is just perfect. The base, it's got a classy foot on it. You can see how it's kind of like sloped out this way, and then it goes to the bottom and then in like that, which is not easy and fun to, and it's very fun to do. So it looks like this base right here is shaped like that, you know what I mean? It's an upside down cone. Very cool. Very happy with that bowl. Very happy with the glaze on it. Very happy with the shape of the bowl. Very happy with this mug. This mug is cool. I don't have a whole lot of mugs that I'm thrilled with. Fridge, my dude, how about we'll just say that you won the pottery giveaway and I'll just send you one, man. How about that? I've sent one to Dr. Derp a few years back when we did our only pottery giveaway, and I've been meaning to set it back up. We could just pretend like we had one and you won. If you'd like a bowl or a mug of some sort, I'd be happy to make you something. What's your favorite color? Well, hell, man, let's do it up. If you want, I can make you a custom one, or I could send you some pictures of some stuff I have laying around and you could just pick one. And then send me your mailing address. I'll send you the shipping cost and you can have it. You're a good friend of me in this stream, and I'd like to give you a mug, brother. Red to yellow bowls. You'd like one of those bowls? Well, hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. I'll DM you on Discord. I also have, and I still have a lot of that. Oh, also, I have 1, 2, 3 more bowls to fire. These are all red, yellow, and orange ones as well. They're just covered with a clear coat right now, so you can't really tell. But I also have 3 more to fire still. But yeah, once they're all done, I'll take a picture of all of them, and then I'll send it to you. Oh, my niece needs my Netflix info. Send you a picture of all the finished ones, and you can just tell me which one you like. Started vaping because I quit smoking cigarettes. It's been 3 weeks going on 4 weeks. So glad that's over with. I still like vaping. I think that's everything. Then there's things like this that my wife probably doesn't want you to see. Look at this ugly as sin. This color is just the worst green I've ever seen. It was the cutest little mug with a little tiny leaf on it. A little tiny leaf on the handle. And it's made out of porcelain. But the color, ugh, holy crap. Yeah, I'm just doing it to give my fingers something to do instead of puffing on a cigarette. It's pretty neat not smoking, actually. I never thought I'd quit smoking because I always wanted to smoke. Always enjoyed it. Never had any side effects. It was great. Then I had to have a tooth pulled, and they said it was because of smoking. that I couldn't smoke while it was sealing. So I was like, well, then I better quit. Oh, you like the green mug here? You like that color? Oh, what is it? Periwinkle? You like periwinkle? I have so many things that don't have any homes. I did this whole series of mugs with, put on this camera, where I put this green under it and then I glazed over top of it with like a teal, and I made these neat little handles. I'm really proud of the handle, but I can barely get my finger in there. It'd be more for a woman's cup, and it'd be more actually for a woman's self-defense. You could carry this in her purse and just tie a rope around this part and whack people with that. Yeah, thanks. It is a neat handle, but it doesn't have a home, and it probably never will have a home. What else do I have sitting around that has no home? This is another experiment that's a beautiful color, and I did a super interesting sort of handle with it. Where you cave in the side of the cup so that it's a perfect circle in here. And it has a crack in the bottom, inside, not outside. So I got to fill that up with clear and then refire it and hopefully fill that up. That was a pretty interesting little experiment. You cut a chunk out of the side of the cup, cave it in, then attach your handle. Yeah, the color is very pretty. The color is very pretty. The color is a Stroke and Coat brand of jade and teal that I used up pretty quick. I'm out of that, and I'm definitely going to get some more of that. Got these. These are pretty neat. Our first and second foray into teapots. Unfortunately, they each have their problems. Like, this lip has to be very well made. 9:30 p.m. delivering your refrigerator. Holy shit. What's up, farm girl? How are ya? Just showing off some pottery. Showing off my teapot. And it doesn't pour really well. So it kind of dribbles a little bit, so it's not like the best teapot in the world. Here's a teapot my wife made. It's super cute. Again, it doesn't pour perfectly, but it's still a teapot. You can still put tea in it. But this is like our first try at teapots. There's another little pot made out of that god-awful color. Oh, gee whiz. Little dish. One of these days I'll find someone who really likes this color. And it's like, oh, hey, hold on right here. Oh, this one needs to be ground down. This lid needs to be ground down just a shade, because it doesn't quite fit in there. A little eyeball on the top. It's almost the same color as, like, I don't know anything that's that color. It's gross. Still want it? Yes, I still want my refrigerator. Sometimes it takes fridge a while to get there, man. There's a mask I did. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Thought about doing another mask soon. These are always fun to do. Never know what face is going to come out of there. Like this one. This is probably the coolest glaze I ever got accomplished, and it was also with that stroke and coat. This guy has way too many teeth. Arm, you didn't see my frog. I did quit smoking, huh? What do you think of that action? So the frog has a little frog butt. How do you even make a face? Nothing's wrong with green, but this green is the worst green. It is periwinkle or something like that. So you make a face by taking a ball of paper and laying a piece of clay over top of it. And then if you think about how a face is formed, you can add some ridges for the eyebrows, add a nose, bone there, and a jaw, some cheekbones, and pretty soon you've got a face, whether you like it or not. A face is coming out. This one was really interesting because it reminds me of my buddy Handlebar because he has this mustache. Glaze on this thing is incredible. I wish I could do that sort of reliably. Get it to flow like that. It reminds me of my buddies. It looks brighter to you? Oh, thanks, Farm. Oh, it looks brighter to you? Okay, good. I was worried that you wouldn't be able to see the colors through the stream because when I see it on my screen, I can't really tell. So good. Or when I'm looking at it on my PC from across the room, I can't really see. Let me show you some of the bowls real quick while you're here. Here's a bowl. Here's a mug that I made. Here it is. It's a mug I made, which I'm pretty happy with. I like the way it almost looks like a face right there. Very much looks like a face right there, actually, but wasn't meant to be. It's more of a brilliant sunburn, sort of a cinnamon pink sort of a color. Well, I just showed you I think my best bowl ever. This is really balanced and lightweight. Oh, you like this pink cinnamon brilliant sunburn fridge? Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm going to be ordering some more of that. I'm absolutely ordering some more of that. Let's see what else do I have to show off her. Right, I've been showing off my stuff for an hour. Let me show you off some of my wife's stuff. She made this beautiful porcelain jar. At some point, this part got a little bit out of round, so this lid doesn't fit perfectly, except in one place, right there. My wife did this. This is all on stone white porcelain. So these colors are just going to pop, pop, pop. Here's a mug my wife made out of porcelain. She's super happy with that handle and the little flower on the end. Kind of hard to see that. Very nice mug. Here's the mug I made. which isn't the prettiest mug you've ever seen, but this handle fits my hand perfectly. Look, fingers on my fingers. So I just grabbed a piece of clay and squeezed it and then jammed it on here like this, like no one will ever be able to use that mug but me. And then here's the latest little pot she made today. Which is probably her best one yet. Super round, great lid. The lid almost looks like a flower or a rose of some sort. I'm not sure what we're going to carve that into. But she did a really good job getting this, because you pull these upside down. You have a big mound of clay and then you form this dish and then you pinch it off at the bottom and set it upside down. And so getting away with that with porcelain is really tricky. She's getting way better at it. That stuff needs to be fired. All of that stuff needs to be fired. This needs to be fired. And then I can do another glazing. And I still have a mountain of color. I made this great pot, and I had the coolest lid. It was almost like a canopic jar, and the lid was a little bit bigger and perfectly flat. Went over the edge of it. When I fired them, it broke. So now I have to open up some more clay and make a lid for this, because that's a great shape for a jar. I guess we could throw something. You guys want to throw something? Yeah. Let me show you a couple other bowls real quick. Pick these out fun. It's another really pretty one. And big. Big as my hand. Another big one. They stack beautifully as well. Here's a ring dish I made. And Fridge was the winner of tonight's pottery giveaway. And these flower pots. Yeah, those came out great too. And I have nothing in my house is red. Everything in my house is green and blue, because that's what color our kitchen is, green and blue. And so all of the green. What is this piece of clay sitting here? All of our green and blue glazes are gone because we've used them all for all the green and blue. Everything that we've made that's green and blue out in the kitchen. So I'm experimenting with reds and oranges. This is the reason that's all red. This piece of clay real quick. Fridge likes red, so keep getting a bowl. And if anybody likes periwinkles, say something. Or that green. I think it's not periwinkle. What's that green color called? Pea green. There's another name for it. I don't think I've got the right word for it. I gotta move my chat here. And 4. I just do not enjoy porcelain. Not one bit. No, I stopped making phallic shapes about 15 minutes ago, bro. You missed it. You'll have to check the VOD. What's up, Stig? How you doing, brother? Shaking, dude. They're playing this new game, Stig. It's crazy, dude. It's called What Remains of Edith Finch. Have you ever heard of that? Well, this is interesting. Have you ever heard of a game called What Remains of Edith Finch? I've never played anything like it, which is what I was expecting, because I went looking for games unlike other, anything like anybody's ever played. And then I was searching for games I wish I could play again for the first time. And this game popped up on several of the lists in those categories that I was searching for. So I got it. And it's about this. I've never played anything like this before. Check this out. Me and my daughter started playing it together because she's intrigued. You're a 17-year-old girl and everybody in your family's dead. Mother just passed away and she left you the house, and you're going back there to try and figure out why you're the last person in your family. And we've got a family tree that goes all the way back to your great-great-grandfather. And in each room of the house, each bedroom has been locked and boarded up by your great-great-grandmother. Then your grandmother cut peepholes into each one of them. So there's these 14 rooms of this house that are all locked up that you got to figure out how to get into so that you can figure out what happened to that family member. And oh my God, no spoilers. I've, figured out what happened to 2 or 3 of them, and they're just tragic stories that make you want to cry. You're like, holy shit! Oh my god, that's terrible. So I'm playing it with my daughter, and we get to, we do about a half an hour of it or so, and then we're like, oh geez, I gotta take a break, man. This is really emotional. I don't remember ever crying playing Kerbal Space Program. Maybe once when Val got left on Elu, but I started playing Outer Wilds. I don't know if you've heard that. Oh, it's a cult. Have you ever tried Outer Wilds? That's a pretty fun little game so far. Hey, Porcelain, work with me here. For instance, one of the kids, I guess I could spoil it if you don't plan on ever playing it. One of the kids, wrote in their diary that they weren't feeling so good. They got sent to their room with no dinner, and they were so hungry they were eating everything they could find, including like some hamster food and some toothpaste and some red holly berries off of a Christmas decoration. And they started tripping out, having hallucinations, thinking they were a shark and then an owl and then a cat. And they came back to their room and wrote it all down in their diary and then died. And Come Deliverance 2, I've been hearing a lot about that. What do you think? Worth it? Have you tried Half Sword yet? But what I was saying about Outer Wilds is a really interesting game that you should give a shot to one of these days. What the heck's in there? Very interesting so far. Come out of there, you little sponge. Get it. Time for some new sponges, I think. Skyrim, but better, huh? I haven't even tried Skyrim. I was thinking about trying World of Warcraft for the first time. Talking about it on the last stream. And a friend of mine sent me a copy of it to try. But I have these new games that I want to work through real quick. I don't think any of them are more than like a 50 or 60 hour game. But then I was thinking about giving a WoW a try. Right, you. Why are you so crooked? Crack dealer. First month's free. Let's try and make this a little bit taller. It's a little wonky. Not too happy with that. Of course, it was just a random ball of clay I found laying over here. Let's clean this out just a shade. Yeah, I know. And I'm not sure why. Not sure why. Wasn't going to stream for very long. I just opened up the kiln tonight and brought out a bunch of stuff to see. Playing the hell out of Valheim lately, Stiggy. And I desperately need a new game, bro. That's why I've been trying all these different games. I'm to the point in Valheim where I've beaten it twice, and I want to sit down. I want to settle down and like make a big old base, but I don't want to do it before 1.0 comes out. The final 1.0 version is going to be something I'm going to want to spend a couple hundred hours on, and I figure I might as well make my base then. Yeah, brother. I think it was the beginning of February. February 7th, if I'm not mistaken. He sure did, my dude. That's a good way of putting it. He did rage quit. Sure did. That wasn't so wonky right there. Turned it into a picture, I think. I think I will turn that into a picture, actually. Can you imagine how pissed he would have been at the state of the game, though? I can hear him now. Goddamn some bitch cocksucker. He'd have gotten drunk and mad about that game. Take a picture out of this thing. But dude, he'd still be ranting about it. So now if I take this part right here, I could put a nice handle on that and we'll have ourselves a little pitcher, a little gravy boat. Everything has to set up, every piece has to be taped and wrapped in plastic. I guess liability. That sounds totally like a lot of fun. All right, what do you think of this picture? Back up later. It's got a decent shape. Put a nice handle. The more you mess with it right now, the less you can mess with it. The more damage you can do to it. You ever try Valheim, Stig? Or did you already say no? Moist even. It's such moist. It's a little bit moist. Where is... Okay. It's one of those games that JJ starts over every day. Like he'll start a new Valheim character every day. Right, well, that's pretty much all I had planned for tonight. I didn't plan on making anything, but I planned on showing everything. So I'm glad everybody was able to make it. Later. Yeah, I have a server right now running Valheim, and he came on and played it we played it for a month or so. It was fun. But like I said, the 1.0 release is almost out, and it's driving me nuts. I don't really want to spend any more time. Friday, I'm going to do the last bit with, I don't know if anybody remembers Gecko, but Gecko and I are going to be playing it on Friday. And then I'm going to be shutting the server down. I've got a couple more things to do in that game, and then I'm reluctantly going to put it aside until 1.0 comes up. Now we microwave it, yes. Alright, so good to see y'all. And my frog. Good to see you guys. Like I said, I'll be back Friday. I may stream tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. I'll be streaming. Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably a new game called To the Moon, which is not like anything I've ever tried either, but looks interesting. Two doctors offer to fulfill a dying man's last wish of going to the moon, and to do that they have to implant artificial memories into him. But first they have to go back through his life and figure out what kept him from getting to the moon. I'm pretty sure that's the gist of the game. Just something to pass some time, trying that. If it doesn't work and seems kind of boring, it'll be Kerbal, because now I've got another save started on Kerbal Space Program. I've got all the mods I feel like I need downloaded, and I finally paid BlackRock for volumetric clouds, and it's beautiful. Fridge, if you're listening. So Kerbal Space Program tomorrow, as well as To the Moon, and then Valheim on Friday, and I might do another pottery stream on Thursday. So I want to stream every day this week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't think that's right. To the moon, Alice. One of these days. One of these days. So hopefully you guys are doing all good out there, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. If you want to check out a new game, come join me tomorrow about 3 o'clock my time, so 3 p.m. Pacific. Farm, that'd be 6 your time, Stig. I'm not sure what your time zone is, but I think you're a few hours behind me. I see you guys. That'd be great. Let's see. 8 people on the stream, it looks like, and if there's anybody streaming that anybody would like to raid, speak up. So I had an idea of doing a cooking stream someday. Would that be cool? Would you guys like to see something like that? Because all I'd have to do is just unplug my computer, haul it to the kitchen along with that stuff, and then I could do some like apple brioche, or we could do some lemon tarts, do all kinds of crap. I love to cook. I can show you guys how to make a loaf of bread, for that matter. Well, I can't even pull up my follower list, so I guess we're not raiding anybody. Hugs to you guys. Oh, you dig that farm? That would be pretty fun, huh? I was looking at a brioche recipe, an apple brioche, and it makes 2 giant brioches with creme patisserie and apples on it. I've made it before. It's amazing. And that might be fun to watch. Okay. I'll think about that. That'd be cool. Peace out, everybody.